The FemBioBiz Acceleration Program is back for Season 2, and the search is on for female innovators to stake their claim for $250,000 worth of prizes. For this episode, we welcome you to South Africa, where over 5 million eager young adults are searching for new opportunities. South African female entrepreneurs are rolling up their sleeves and taking ownership of their country's challenges by generating job opportunities and income for their communities. Phase 2 of the FemBioBiz competition saw 9 entrepreneurs and 1 student pitch their innovative ideas to our selection panel. Only 4 of the presentations will be selected to represent South Africa and Lesotho at the SA Innovation Summit. Here to test the strengths and weaknesses of their presentations is our judging panel, consisting of 4 industry professionals. Local FemBioBiz coordinator Irene Orchem is also the founder of the African Women Innovation and Entrepreneurship Forum, a lady with immense drive and dedication. Innovation Skills Development Manager and Inner Circle co-founder Karen Eekstein. Her company demystifies innovation by enabling entrepreneurs to scale up and globalize. Vuyisa Kabaga is a partner at Pan-African innovation firm HYBR Group and co-founder at equity crowdfunding platform Uprise Africa. Yolanda Mabuto is the founder of Divine Growth Solutions, an exclusively female-owned company providing business solutions for growth opportunities. The competition was close, with some very innovative products being pitched by our South African entrepreneurs. Well done to all those who made it through to Phase 2 of the FemBioBiz Acceleration Program. First to face the judging panel is skin and hair care products manufacturer Oneile Kwene. She started her company Moritelo when she couldn't find a product to take care of her acne problem.
Moritelo is specially formulated skincare product that cures and eradicates skin conditions, facial treatment or conditions of pigmentations, blemishes for both women and teenage market. We're focusing in the acne for teenage market. Consumer market, it is our primary target market. We also aim to be on the retailing presence. And we currently sell our products directly to customers with our sales representative that are advocating also for the brand in different areas. And we have just signed a contract with the delivery or courier company that are able to distribute our products from the contract manufacturer directly to customers. Okay, currently I'm the founder and I have 1 permanent employee who oversee the administration and also distribution and also the marketing, where she is the one who works directly with the sales representatives.
I just want to understand where you currently are in your business. I'm still trying to imagine. And can you talk me through some of your numbers and what are you projecting and how are you currently tracking?
Okay, currently financially is doing quite well. Yeah. We sell at least 200 minimum, or we'll say maximum of for now, with per month for each product. So the most selling product is the body butter. That is, it's categorized with both men and women. And we sell this product for 90 rand with a cost production of 32 rand, that we make 58 rand gross profit. And this gives us 11,600 rand in a month. And in 12 months, it will be 139,200.
Anile,
yes.
Thank you again for the presentation. In trying to understand your target market and your size and your growth thereof,
Okay.
was there any co-creation of the product with your client or your perceived clients?
We currently have customers that come to us like on a monthly basis. We have successful stories. We have videos where they share their stories on social media. So this is how the customers are responding to our products. And we are very happy about that. And these are the effects, people who are commenting, and then they tell us which one is the most, what does it work. And so that while we are busy with the research and development, so we know what exactly to focus on.
And your distribution channel, in terms of your growth strategy, have you thought of maybe having distributors in each province, perhaps?
We're looking into having distributor or sales representative in each province. However, the near future, we want to be on the retailing presses, because we realize that most of our 3 dominant brands, this is Unilever, together Unilever part of Ponds, it's globally direct competitor. Portia M, this is the local one, and also Avon as the direct selling. So we want to be on the retailing space so that we can, disrupt the market aggressively with this, international brands.
Will the judges see the beauty of Oneile's personal care range? Let's get some ideas on growing your business.
Well, I believe in collaboration as an entrepreneur, because if you want to grow your business, basically you really have to somehow tap into other people's expertise, because you can never be the jack of all trades. I believe in opening up, your business so that other people can add value as well. And also believe in marketing, because if you don't market your business, people won't know what you are doing. So those are my 2 key things I believe in as an entrepreneur.
Nomahlubi Nazo is a scientist who has formulated a healing remedy for wounds and scars using fish scales. Her hope is that this natural remedy will provide new opportunities to unemployed graduates from her community.
I am here today to present on a prototype that I'm actually developing. It was part of my studies. You know how as a person, when you get into an accident or you get into a burn, you don't worry about the healing process. You actually worry about how the scar is going to actually affect you, because your self-esteem is attached to that. So hopefully my product can actually help with that. So I take fish scales and I convert them into collagen. So those are the collagen peptides, and the peptides go into the smaller peptides chains. So the stuff that you see up there is the silicone-based wraps and the films that you currently see. Mine will only be using half of silicone and half of the collagen. The reason to use collagen is that it gives a moist healing environment, and it actually helps with the skin healing surface. And I now have permission from the head of the maternity. I'm no longer being chased away by security, so I got that right. And my ask is, because I'm currently a startup and a student, I'd like 500,000 so that I can be able to intensify the reach of the companies that I actually want to go into, and also be able to present a lot of information and data collection for what the customer needs are actually at right now.
Just tell me more about, besides the market testing that you're currently doing, what have you done with product development itself?
Okay, so I did a diploma in polymer technology at NMU, and then I worked for Unilever, and then I was doing Sunlight and Domestos, and I did my BTech research on the Handy Andy. So that was when I got introduced to polymers in the broad sense of the word, the mechanisms and the actions of it. So when I did that, that actually led me into thinking that polymers can be internal as well, because you've got your collagen, and I go like this, that's elastin. The stuff that holds my face up is actually what I'm talking about now, the collagen and the hyaluronic acid. And those play an integral role in your healing process, in how your body moves. But I knew I wanted to go into biopolymers, but there was such a wide range. Then we moved here to Cape Town, and it was the sea, and then the most abundant resource was fish scales. So then I started experimenting with that, and then I got a bursary to go to UCT, and I got to study a plant that they were researching on. The layman's terms for the plant is pig's leaf. So they said I can make the hydrogels, but put in their plant on there. So now I'm doing that. I'm doing the research. So in 2 weeks from now, I'm going to Val to start Masters in Biotechnology with a focus on wound healing.
How will the judges react to this unique product offering from Nomahlubi? And will she find the funding she needs to heal the wounds?
Hi, my name is Nomahlubi Nazo. I am a cosmetic formulation science student at UCT. I convert fish scale waste into collagen, and I then make hydrogels and also films that sit on C-section scars, general scars, and also burns. I also convert fruit and veg waste into activated charcoal, and I mix it with the collagen to make bed sore ointments and diabetic slow healing wounds.
Coming all the way from Lesotho is Dipuwa Nkhodi, CEO and founder of Dimomonane Products. The company produces naturally preserved fruits that provide a healthy alternative all year round.
Modern day food is filled with harmful chemicals that we consume on a daily basis. On the other hand, when you look at organic products, they are very expensive, making it hard for ordinary people to afford them. For us to produce 1 jar of jam, we spend 18 rands and sell the same jar for 40 rands, giving us a profit margin of 55%. And we want to further reduce the price by importing jars from China. We've recently struck a deal with a company there that is going to supply us just for 1 jar for 19 cents compared to the 7 rand that we pay locally. So we sell our products to customers mostly, but we've recently moved towards selling from business to business. And we have 5 supermarkets that we supply our products to in Lesotho. But we've already engaged with big corporations like ShopriteShop and Pick n Pay, of which we're just waiting for our certifications, and then we'll go into selling into their products. We have sold over 20,000 units and still couldn't meet the demands of the market. This is why we come here, because we want to increase our production and reach greater heights and also export. Our ask is 1,200,000 rands. 1 million will go to machinery that we want to procure in order to automate our process from the beginning up to the end. We also want to further emphasize our artificial barriers by branding and marketing.
I want to understand the production side and the product side. So you make it from natural, are these natural jams?
Yes, sir.
With no artificial colorants, no preservatives, no additives? Okay, and what's your shelf life like that you're able to achieve?
2 years.
Oh, wow, okay.
We have a huge potential market in the accommodation sector. I haven't even supplied any hotels yet because I was struggling to find the jars. Like you see these small ones that you find at breakfast tables. It's only 2 weeks back when I managed to get them. Like when I got in touch with the firm in China, they actually even sent me samples. So we really I think when I get back home, I'm gonna now order. And luckily for me, World Bank is sponsoring me around that. I mean, they're going to pay for 80% if I order 10,000 jars from China.
So how many people were working at the moment? It's you and...
Okay, so it's me and 2 full-time staff, and then we have 1 volunteer and 2 part-timers who just come to help when we do the production.
If you had the possibility to enlarge your team, what type of people would you need?
So right now, it's interesting because the financial person that I'm using is not a permanent person because clearly they're expensive. But I've come to accept and appreciate how important it is to have a full-time person who really deals with finances. It really gives shape to the business.
Will Dipuwa be able to preserve Mother Nature's bounty for all to share? And will it be healthy enough to attract the investment she needs?
I think the opportunity for early stage investing in South Africa is wide open. We're seeing a growth of early stage companies and really great ideas. smart entrepreneurs, and again, equally a balance of people leaving formal employment and joining the ranks of startups. And that opportunity really allows us to find a unique opportunity to take a little bit of risk in some early stage ideas. And again, we're now looking more broadly to the rest of the continent of Africa, which means the opportunity also scales and allows us to connect to different markets.
Samkelisiwe Chunda has ambitions to be at the forefront of women-led businesses. Her company, Sibayeni Metro Farming, offers an innovative business model on farming fresh produce for small projects and companies.
We design an infrastructure that makes farming easy and possible for anyone, regardless of where we live. And I have developed and launched a number of projects in schools over a period of 13 years. I then started my metro farming business, which allows us to farm from the ground going up, which maximize the space, and also we are able to save up to 90% water through irrigation. I supply 20% of my vegetable production to Spar and Pick n Pay in Hlazatshe. 80% goes to our housing accommodation for TVET college students. I asked for 3.5 million to upgrade my 2 centers in Gwamhlanga in Mpumalanga province and Midrand in Gauteng. We produce the stands at 550 and we make and sell it at 1,300. That makes us about 58% gross profit. That when we are able to increase the units to 100 per month, that will give us about 1.6 million a year in profit.
On my side, echoing Irene's words, I love the fact that your business also, facilitates the 2030 SDG, which it's great. I'm sure it will eradicate a lot of poverty in our country. Just a question, I just want to understand your customers. Who are your main customers?
Currently, it is the schools and the emerging farmers within the community, but I wish to also supply to individuals, especially those who are living in the city in high-rise buildings. They don't have much space, so I can be able to provide the stands through the mass-mart retail markets like Builders Warehouse and Macro. I'm looking into that kind of a market, but I'm also targeting another market to provide the bigger farmers where we produce bigger stands.
But a question around the feeding scheme. You say that you're not making a lot of money out of the vegetables due to the feeding scheme. Don't you get funding, or do you get any money out of the funding scheme? Do you make money with it?
I actually do a catering, so it's a business on its own that we have an accommodation where we're housing the students. So they pay for the accommodation and for the daily meals. And when I started my farming business, where I was doing the traditional way of farming, it was mainly to support that catering business so that I do not have to go and buy vegetables on daily basis to cook for the students. So that is why most of the products goes to that, but there is a
surplus that you
yes.
But you need to
Will the judges be impressed by her progressive farming project and propel her upwards and onwards into the final?
The reason I decided to pursue the farming business is because I've been working in the agriculture department for over 12 years. And as an environmentalist, I felt I already understood what is required and what are the challenges that government is experiencing, which I believe through the metro farming had solutions to be able to take farming to the people regardless of where you live, and especially to education, where learners cannot be able to learn how to farm or how to produce what they eat on a daily basis because there is too much labor that is involved in agriculture.
Our final pitch will be presented by Karen Vosloo, a local producer and supplier of a range of boutique skincare products, which includes bath and body products.
We are in the business of making or keeping your skin healthy and beautiful. We do that by manufacturing natural products, ingredients mainly sourced from Southern Africa. Also getting on board a guru in the spa and hospitality industries, and are about to collaborate with Nomaklubi from Foy Sciences to be our formulator, etc., etc. What makes us different is the clays in our products, hence the colors that you see, but the real science lies in the exfoliation and the detoxing properties that it has. In 2016, the beauty and wellness industry in South Africa was worth already over 8 billion rands. And we are very happy to say that come next month, we are having a bigger chunk of that because of a big contract that we've landed with a 5-star hotel, where we will take over their hotel amenities as well as their spa. Now, this spa we are going to turn into our flagship so that it can be a testimony for future spa clients, as well as future spa franchises that we want to open. Yes, we are dreaming big. We need 500,000 rand. We need to accreditate our products.
So how are the online sales? Are they just kind of like starting, or what are the challenges there?
The challenge there is people want first to feel and smell and experience the products before they would go online. And there we have made an assumption that because Faithful to Nature is very big, you know, what's the problem? We are also a natural company. We should have good sales online. But it turns out not, because they already have, people already trust them. So people still need to know our products before they can, but we will get there, yeah, we're getting there. So we're doing an expo tomorrow here at the Fire and Ice Hotel, so everybody in town, come and visit us.
Being in such a competitive environment, will the training Karen received by our advisors give her the competitive advantage?
We know just how difficult it is, especially for startup, women-led bio enterprise-based companies to really, commercialize. The early stage is usually the most difficult, because you don't have as many investors have confidence that these are businesses or ideas that could be taken into market. So I think this is breaking edge, and it also really shows that women entrepreneurs in sectors such as bioscience really have the potential, and that Africa is really in the right direction in ensuring that there's equal participation, and some of the gender barriers in these sectors are being addressed through programs such as the FemBioBiz program.
All the pitches have been presented, and after intense discussion and debate, the judges have made their decision of selecting the final 4 to present their pitches at the SA Innovation Summit. our next episode as the search for innovative African solutions continues.